In 2016, the Ghanaian public had witnessed what many consider the biggest single religious gathering in the nation's history, the Night of Bliss with Pastor Chris, the founding president of the Believers Love World Incorporated, commonly referred to as Christ Embassy. Pastor Chris, as he is popularly known by his hundreds of millions audience around the world who so often connect with the Nigerian preacher via his multi-television and internet media programs, had in 2016 attracted nearly 1 million people to the city for the event, which took place at the Black Stars Square in Accra now, in what many regard as a curtailed publicity in a bid to reduce possible overcrowding of the city. The man of God, alongside the great Jewish American preacher and healing minister, Pastor Benny Hinn, entered Ghana that night and later today met multi-denominational church leaders and pastors from across the nation and the West African sub-region in what is tagged a Special Ministers Conference. It was reported that the meeting took place at a newly constructed 7,000 capacity Love World Arena Accra, located at the eastern Legon part of Ghana's capital, and that attendance is strictly by invitation based on a prior registration process. While some often disclaim the impact of such meetings on the morale of a nation, many among the highly religious Ghanaian population believe it does actually affect the tides. The man of God, Pastor Chris, beautifully took his time to acknowledge and introduce most of the highly esteemed bishops, pastors and church leaders that were present. Some of these men of God were Bishop Heward Dag Mills and the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams. That night happened to be the very first time Pastor Chris seeing the Archbishop Duncan Williams, so when he was introducing him, he said, "I've heard of you for many years and I am glad to be seeing you today, face to face." You could tell that kind of love that was filled in the auditorium. I love to see the unity among men of God when they hold conferences together with the same spirit, and with the same energy. In the course of the conference, Pastor Benny Hinn invited the Archbishop Duncan Williams to release prophetic words and declarations over the people gathered, and also called for Bishop Heward Dag Mills to bless it. The conference was a power-packed conference, as all these renowned bishops and pastors were united to hold it. Glory to God.